Watching her husband Ed collapse in front of her, Jerry's worst nightmare was coming true. Thankfully, neighbors Ian and Katie Duncan heard her cries for help and came to the rescue.
We're just sitting in the hot tub across from each other talking, probably about 4 feet from each other, and all of a sudden he just collapsed, just fell over to his left. And at first I thought he was kind of joking. I thought maybe because he's a bit of a card, didn't take me very long to realize that that was not the case. A little bit of time went by before I decided I needed to get him out of the hot tub because I couldn't wake him up. And I could not lift him at all, just dead weight. He was way too heavy for me to get out of the water. And I'm getting increasingly panicky because I realize I can't get him out of the water. He's not awake. Something's terribly wrong. And of course, I had no idea what was wrong. I decided to start yelling for the neighbors. Their backyard is fairly close to ours.
I heard something, and I went over to the window, and I opened the window, and I listened for a minute, and I turned to Ian, and I said, I think somebody's yelling for help.
It seemed like forever, yelling over and over and over again, and nobody hearing me.
We kind of ran past our neighbor's house to the next door neighbor's house, so 2 houses down, and sure enough, we got there, and in the back of their house, Ed was slumped over in the hot tub, and Jerry was screaming and holding him up above water.
Very quickly, Katie was actually the first one there, and she ran right up to the hot tub and grabbed Ed. And Katie's a little thing. She's not a very big woman.
She said, you can't get him out of here. And I just said, oh, yes, I can. And I knelt down, and I put my arms under his armpits, and I just pulled back with all my weight, and he kind of fell back on me, and Ian ran around and pulled his feet and lifted him out and kind of pulled him sideways so he was laying right next to the hot tub. But yeah, I knew I could get him out. And a 911 operator was on the phone, and I was explaining to her, I don't think I feel anything, I don't know, and she just said, start CPR. And so I handed Ian the phone, and I started CPR, and luckily I had just been recertified and knew the new CPR.
And they were there really quickly.
They were there fast.
Definitely.
And so yeah, it was a big team effort, and it was really a miracle. I think we did what any neighbor would do, and anybody who was trained, like we had been and in our situation, and it's kind of unbelievable to be called a hero when I know they would have done the same thing for us.
I think it's really Katie, the fact that she knew what to do. I knew we needed to do something, but she knew what to do. So, we're just really lucky to have her in the neighborhood. And like she said, I would hope that that's what everybody would do for one another.
How do you guys feel about hot tubs now?
She won't let me turn it on.
No, I have zero desire. And if he, of course, doesn't have that kind of emotional connection to it, I'll never get in the hot tub again.